Once in a blue moon, fellas. Once in a blue moon will we get in a stock, 100% stock, mint, original dirt bike of any kind from this era, from the 90s, let alone the holy grail of big bore two-strokes, the 1991 CR500. This is an absolute dime piece. This is all original. The handlebars, the levers, the grips, the front fender, the number plate, everything's original on this bike, guys. Only a couple items have been replaced, that, as you'd expect. The rear tire. This is a brand new, this is probably the ultimate big bore tire for a track like Unadilla. This is an let's see, where is it? 140/88/18. Big, beefy M5B Evo. Look at the size of this tire. So the tire has been replaced, but the rest of the bike, the rear tire and the radiator shrouds and the stickers are the only items that are not original on the bike. It is has the original exhaust, original number plates, original seat cover, original bars, original tank. Pretty much unheard of for any motocross bike of the era, especially something as desirable as this. So take a close look at the photos. Most of the 500s you see out there for sale today are hammered, lipstick on a pig, or totally rehashed rebuilds, and they're only original once. We did leave the front tire on this thing, guys. Check it out. This is the original front tire. You can see from the condition of the front tire and the front rim and the spokes. This is look at the bottom of the forks. There's no damage from going through ruts or anything like that. The original fork lowers are in great shape. The front fender is in good condition. It still has a sticker on the back of the forks. There's no road rash from getting roosted by other bikes on this thing. The front number plate's in mint shape. Take a look at the front of the radiators here, guys. That's the nicest front of a radiator you'll see out of a 91 anywhere on the planet, unless you pull one out of the crate. They usually get dented in from rocks shooting up on there. It's just impeccable. The original exhaust is in absolutely mint condition. Probably the nicest 91 exhaust I've seen since 91. The engine has never been dismantled, or nothing has ever been done on this motor other than the air filter has been replaced and the carbs have been cleaned. This is, you can see there's no stripped out bolts. The original shifter, the original foot peg is perfectly straight. Just a beautiful piece, man. The original shock is intact. 91, Honda dominated the world motocross scene in 91 with the CR500. In fact, total dominance. They were first, second, and third on the podium in the World Championship, the FIM World Championship, which is basically every continent and every country in the world, and all the factory teams were there. That was the holy grail. This was the most hotly disputed class, and Honda completely destroyed everybody with this bike, first, second, and third. And it wasn't the first time. 2 years before, in '89, first, second, and third on the podium. Not much that had to be done to the bike when we got it in. We put the rear tire on it and drained the fuel and put fresh VP 110 in it and gave it a full mechanical check over, and it checked out 100%. All we did was put a rear tire in it. That's it. This came from a collector from Cape Cod that had 4 pristine CR500s, a 2001, a 91, a 97, and an 89. The common denominator is all 4 of them had the original stock exhaust. The frame was original on them. Everything was original except for a couple of the tires. So not much to talk about on the work order here, guys. This is probably, I'll go out on, I'm not even going to say it's going on. I'm going to say this is the nicest 91 for sale in the world today, because I watch the market. I check on Facebook Marketplace. I look on eBay. I have not seen a 91 come up anywhere in this condition. It went to the detail shop. The boys steam cleaned it, polished the rims, cleaned up anything that needed to clean up. Basically just polished it. The frame right here with the boot rubs on it. We have the photos when we got it. We have the video when we got it. The paint was rubbed through right here, so we touched up the side of the frame rails on both sides, and that's about it, guys. Oh yeah, they did paint the exhaust system too. The exhaust system, the original paint on the exhaust was kind of dry looking. I don't even think it really needed to be done, but we wanted to have that factory fresh look. There's one tiny little ding on the pipe right here. Tiny little pea-sized ding right there.
Further down as well.
There is? Where? On the other side, okay. Frame rails. The 91 was The only year that I recall that had the gray air box on it, you can see that's the original gray air box. Let's see what the frame rails. Frame rail on this side is like it just came out of the box. Not a single ding on it. Those are very easily damaged. The peg looks brand new. The brake pedal looks brand new. And it runs and shifts and rides like a brand new motorcycle.
This side is perfect too. Check the gallery. I have nice full
Now,
up the linkage and the frame rails. They're cherry.
I always rub my hands over them because the hand can feel imperfections that the eye cannot feel or see because it has a lot of sensors in your fingertips, most sensitive part of your body. It's the way we were built so that in the dark you can feel things and see things and or with your hands basically. But the frame rails feel perfectly straight. The original baffle on the bike is still intact, which is pretty remarkable. Those are usually the first thing to go, the stock exhaust. One thing I will note about the stock exhaust over the FMF, I think the bikes vibrate a little bit less with the exhaust. And that's one of the things AJ Wagoner told me. He said the exhaust system is a source of vibration. People put aftermarket exhausts on that don't have the factory rubber dampeners on both sides of the bolt. A lot of people lose that when they're changing exhaust and it's just bolted right to the frame and they start to vibrate. Even the kicker's in beautiful shape. Junior, anything you'd like to add about this classic 91?
The pictures in the video tell a story, guys. That's the OEM tank. Red tank for 91, and it's fucking beautiful.
It's the only year that had this white design on the side. That's the original seat cover, original gas tank. Again, the only plastics that have been replaced were the radiator shrouds with some fresh new OEM original graphics. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. It looks like a new bike. It runs like a new bike. It rides like a new bike. Like my dad used to say, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it might be a duck. This is it, folks. This is as fresh as you're going to find one. This is a 30-year-old bike, guys. 1991 was 30 years ago. 31, and the 22s are coming out. So if you're looking for a pristine, original, stock CR500 with the original front tire on it, and all original, except for the things I mentioned, buy this bike. There are none finer out there. Thanks for watching. God bless America. Pulls like butter, the front brake's perfect, the throttle's got no grit in it, it's just like it's never been ridden off-road. It's like a brand new bike. Fantastic. Kaplan America approved.